Delicacy, and welcome back to some more Legends ZA. In the last episode, we actually had minutes to 100% WoW's Zone 15, 16, and 17 question mark, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know I have 100%ed 17. I finally did manage to catch Skarmory, like, right when I actually ended the recording, actually. And the funny thing is that Skarmory was being a meanie bud, I would say. Alright, where was that Skarmory at? I did manage to catch him. I just need to trying to see if I can be able to find it, actually. Also, I did manage to get a shiny Pidgey. Actually, I did manage to get that. That was actually kind of fun, actually. There was the Skarmory. There it is. A pain in the ass. It's so in my language, actually, but yes, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and let you guys know I did manage to do the battle zones, so we actually do got a challenger ticket, actually. So let's actually pass the time so we can get the bonus, actually, and then we can start up today's episode, if you guys don't mind. Should've did it just one night, but I was just like 10,000 short. What I actually kind of find was actually kind of crazy that I was just 10,000 short. If you guys did manage to watch the stream, I did manage to do it on stream, actually. Alright, so we actually do got our promotion match that we need to figure out who's the anonymous person is. Somebody said I couldn't pronounce the word anonymous in the last episode for some reason. Like, it was in the tip of my tongue, but I just couldn't pronounce it, if you guys know what I mean. But we need to make our way over to Lucas Bayou, because we need to go find who is this anonymous person is, and I'm pretty sure Emma I know who we can look for. It's been a minute since we have seen Emma, actually. Hello, Espa. Glad to see you too, Mimi. Hello there. What can I do for you today? If this is about your case, I'm narrowing down the list of likely candidates by looking at people who came to Lumios within the last few years. Thanks, Emma, but there's actually another missing person we're here for today. Another missing person? Alright, let's hear it. We need to find Dillikin's opponent for his next promotion match. Do you have a name? Guess him. I know the name. One of the top ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, or so I heard. I can give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. Do you still want to know? Of course we still do. It's for Lumios' sake. Of course we still do. I figure you say that. Okay, I know what to do. If you beat me in battle, I tell you what I know. Come on, let's head outside. Okay. I'm down for a battle, actually. Gonna bring out Garchomp to be in the lead here. And to swap Garchomp to be in the lead. Alright, Emma. Let's battle. You should know, Emma's really strong. Her detective work means she's too busy for the Zerial, but she be on the top ranks for sure. Are you ready to battle me? I'm ready to win. I need some time. I'm ready to win. I be using Pokemon that were given to me by a man who played an important role in my life. Malamore, everyone, let's go. Ooh, I'm pretty sorry about to see Malamore Mega. We have not seen the Malamore Mega yet. Detective Emma wants to challenge. Bringing out Empedos. We'll bring out Garchomp. Alright, we can use Crunch. I did change up some of the moves on Garchomp actually because we did have to like change some stuff up for like the battle zones and stuff. Alright, there goes Empedos. Got Wow. They have like the tech on them. We can use Iron Tail with your Thunder Fang. Quint is not going to be effective, but it should do enough damage to faint Mawile. It definitely will. Garchomp is confused. Got Little Bunny. Swap out Garchomp with Charizard. That was a Thunder Punch. Ice Punch, well. Charizard is frozen. Let's use an Ice here on Charizard. So let's use some Macro Potion on Garchomp. Flamethrower. So Bunny's so small if you think about it. Charizard just leveled up. Lucario. Flamethrower is going to be super effective. Basically one-shotting. Ganencha just leveled up. Malamar. Oh, this is so ace. My Pokemon and I ain't alone. My old mentor had our backs in spirit. Time to see Malamar's Mega. Ooh. Okay. It is Psychic. It's Mega Evolve Gengar here. This year's dog. That freaking light pose kind of blocked the way, but that's fine. Ice Punch. There goes Gengar. I could have just used Carnivore, Catching Ground, and that will faint Malamar. Thank you, Emma, for the battle. Good thing those old guys ain't here to see this. Tell me, what do you know about Team Flare? They the group that caused all of that trouble for Carlos 5 years ago, right? They was exactly right. The group was led by a man named Leandre. He disappeared 5 years ago, but now he's appeared calling himself L. He's been spotted around town with a mysterious Pokemon. It seemed suspicious, so I decided to investigate them. Not for a client, just for me. But everything I uncovered tells me that L hasn't been doing anything sinister at all. In fact, he seems to be gently trying to help save Lumios. So it's not the old guard we got to worry about here, but rather the new. See, 5 years ago I had my own ties to someone who was above in Team Flare. That's how I hold what I'm about to tell you. Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves and ensured they left a legacy. Eventually, they tried a few different things, including making the expansion suit that I use. Another one of their efforts involving training up a new generation to carry on their ideals. Gessim was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught. Though it's not clear if Gessim is even a real name or not. And now it seems Gessim is taking part in the Z area, but why? To what end? Could it still be for Team Flare? Or does Gessim has a go in on their own? There's no real saying for sure, not until I do some more digging at least. If you know what, I bet Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab can tell you more about Gessim. You mean Mabel knows Gessim? Why would she know anything? Sorry, but that's not for me to say. It's up to Mabel to decide how much she wants to say. Thanks for the tip, Emma. If I do remember, it's been a while since I have played X and Y. I think there was a blue-headed chick in Team Flare that kind of relates to the styles of Mabel, if you guys know what I mean. I do some investigation on my own. You should go to the Pokemon Resource Lab and see what Mabel says, Dillikens. It's been a while since we actually seen Mabel. The only time we actually have glances of Mabel was doing the researches, actually. Right. Let's make our way to the Pokemon Center. It's the Pokemon Research Lab. Actually, the last time we actually been here at the lab was when we actually got the call for the Kanto region starters, Gen 1 starters, basically. When we actually managed to get aboard Charmander. Alright, let's make our way to the director's office. That rat, that foul little man. I can't believe that, Mayor. It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zones. And it's not even like I can tell him off. Not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. But that doesn't mean I could get looked into the ground. I'm acting director in this place. Kinda feel like I kind of just barged in at the wrong time. Hello, Mabel, I'm here to talk to you about something. Are you making progress on your research task? I want to know about Grissom. Grissom? Who could that be? Someone who was in Team Flare. Someone in the Z area. Someone who was in Team Flare. Team Flare? It seems you already know more about Grimms than I would have thought. Fine. So I used to be part of Team Flare. Ah. Wait, seriously? Tell me more. If I'm correct, is that logo on Ho-chan the Team Flare logo? I may be wrong on that. Yes, there used to be a blue-headed chick that we do know that is Mabel. We do have a purple, a green, and a orange head. Okay. That is confirmed, yes. That is Team Flare's logo. It doesn't really mind telling people if they merely curious. But there are still people today who react badly if they even heard the word Team Flare, you know. So I don't exactly walk around adventuring it, but I won't lie about it if I'm asked either. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others. Is someone walking in? But I took a peel deal. So I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me if I'm always stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare also had me looking into Pokemon energy and all, so I don't hate the work. Sorry, didn't mean for the sob story to spell out. You want to know about Grissom, huh? He was a part of the younger generation of Team Flare. Everyone called him Grims. It means gray, like the color of ash. He was pretty strong when it comes to Pokemon battles. Not that he got much chance to show off that skill at the time. I honestly don't know what he might be thinking now, joining the ZA Real. But if you really got to know, you might want to try Newborn Cafe over in Seco Plaza. The coffee truck? Why? What adds Novio Cafe? You found out when you go, won't you? Sheesh, kid. Don't take all of the mystery from and fun out of life. You're about to walk into a pretty sticky situation, but I be there to help you when the time comes. And don't forget, I still want you to keep up the research work too. Oh, don't worry. I definitely will. Yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense that she used to be... It's the original professor from Pokemon X and Y. Sakamore. Even though they're just photos, it seems to give off a crave of cologne. I think that... Ooh, hello, sneaky spoil. Did not see them. Just see you then. Kinda curious what happened to the Pokemon researcher Sakamore. No matter if you guys do remember that X and Y was taking place 5 years ago. Still curious, like, what actually happened to him. Alright, let's make our way over to... I think it's one of the... It's gonna be one of the... It's probably gonna be the waiter or probably the cook. Now looking at it on the photo, they do have the Team Flare logo on the truck. I actually just realized that. Literally 38 episodes later. Still love her hair, by the way. I need to see if I can be able to do that. Hello, son. I'm assuming you are Grissom? The only good thing we got to offer is our location. You heal for another nasty drink? No, I'm actually healed for Kretzen's, actually. If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady then. I'd like to order to meeting with Grissom. I'd like to order one promotion match. Well, isn't this entertaining? It looks like you managed to find your next opponent. Ah, the Quiet Master of Central Plaza Flame Melville Cafe truck is indeed just a front. So this is Grissom. So it makes a lot of sense. They do have red hair, and a lot of Team Flare goons did had red hair. The truth is, I'm one of the top-ranked trainers in the Z area, the foremost trainer in rank B, and the boss of Team Flare? Marvel. Yes, you find me, Grissom, at your service. I got my own goals to achieve, goals that have brought me to the Z area, which is why I cannot let you defeat me. I suppose this still makes little sense to you, however, so I can explain the whole thing. Grissom, you know this kid is with a Z. There's no point even trying to explain it all to someone on AZ's side. This is really silly. One of the comrades of Team Flare. Navarre. Let's just take this kid down right here and right now, while we get the chance. Grissom, please do calm yourself. Melville Cafe is here to offer comfort to the masses, and no place to start a commotion. Huh? Fine, I said a location if you cared at all about knowing the truth. Go there and wait. Well, close up sup, then head over. If you be so kind, please check your map and find your own way. We meet you there. Alright, so we need to go meet with Grissom in the location you are sent. That is right here. I think like the closest place we can actually just travel to is Wildzone 7 here, so let's go ahead and travel there. I'm assuming it's they probably gonna show us, or probably will be the cafe, if I remember if it was a cafe that Team Flare actually had the secret base in. Is if you guys do remember that Lumiose, Team Flare did have a base in Lumiose. And what a coincidence, it's this one. What a weird coincidence. I think I've actually full settled that back in the... what episode when I actually full saddle it. I believe it was back on episode 19. Look at you, waiting like a good little boy. I imagine you must be asking yourself why we would want to meet at such a spot. This was the cafe when it all went down, wasn't it? This is Landre's Cafe. It was a very important place for anyone in Team Flare, though now it is just an empty storefront. No one has any desire to rent a location so closely spotted with such a disruptible group. And since no one wants it, we take an elaborate continuing to use it as a base of Team Flare. Or more likely, for Team Flare Novel. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? Of course I do. Not really. Of course I do. Why could an outsider like you know about what Team Flare really was? Grizzly? Grissom, this kid is our enemy. He's nothing but an obstacle to the goals we hope to achieve for Team Flare Novel. There's no point of trying to explain everything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him. The world has not been kind and forgiving toward those of us who were part of Team Flare. I'm afraid it is too unstandable, sad though it is. And that same hardened the hearts in response, like Grizzly here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's simply no stopping Grizzly once he is step on the course of action. Though it will mean revealing your battle tactics to me before your promotion match, I must ask, please, don't you grant Priscilla the battle she deserves? I'm fine to fight her actually. I'm down to battle actually. I really am. Fight me. I will, and I will win. I'm going to burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the Z area. Alright, here we go. We're still at Team Flare Number. Bringing out Talaflame. Gonna bring out Garnivore. I think we actually need to put. Good Ninja out into the mix. Let's use Water Suskin. Oh, I actually did not one-sided Talaflame. I actually thought it did, but we're just gonna Water Gun Talaflame them. Magnum is gonna level up. Got Aerodactyl. Use Water Suskin. Okay, there goes the Ninja. Let's bring out Garchomp. We can use Thunder Fang. It's gonna be super effective. Aerodactyl is fainted. Garchomp is gonna level up. Metal Cross. We can use Quench. Thunder Fang is gonna be effective. We can use Quench again. Damn, our team actually do some serious damage. Nothing on Magnum, but probably like the only thing. Okay. Let's go ahead and revive Greninja here. Charge is a little bit low, but we can use Flamethrower. Get rid of Metagross. Come up. Let's use Psysock. That was a Protect, okay. Nope, not Pokedex. I did not mean to push Pokedex. It was fully heal Greninja. Alright, that was Earthquake. I was used Magical Leaf. It's gonna be effective. Ow. That was a Rock Slide. Alright, Greninja. Alright, let's go ahead and make a Revolve Greninja. Water Suskin. Nice, nice. Water Suskin. Alright, there we go. There goes Camelot. Pyroar. Ooh, okay. Got a Pyroar Mega. I got to win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. What is this system? Benin sauce. It was a good match. This is ridiculous. You did pull a good number on my team, actually. Grizzly. I lost. My Pokemon lost. That was Will's fault. I expected nothing less from Team MC, new ace, the one who seeks to save Lumio City. I say it's time for a little coffee break. Rolla, one Ember roasts your spectacle drink at Novel Cafe. Thank you for the heals, actually. I do appreciate that. That should have hooked up the Pokemon new battle for us as well. See, they're not bad people. These still not bad people. They just don't. I guess Vasily doesn't want me just to go snooping in like old history of theirs, actually. But honestly, truly, these guys are not really bad people. No matter they have done probably have done bad things in the past, but redemption, basically. That's the word I was trying to say earlier. Redemption. Now that we are feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare and what we hope to accomplish. Please join us inside. Alright. Here we go. The family red of Lysander burning passion. That is what filled this Leandre Cafe. And here is this place. I'd like to explain to you why I choose the battle in the Z area. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provide a place for people to come together and help one another all to achieve a beautiful world. However, our leader, a name named Leandre, grew delusioned with humanity over time. Feeling that the future might bring, he set his sight on a new goal of his own to reduce the numbers of people in the world. To reduce people in the world, if I remember that Xerneas actually was supposed to be the Pokemon of life. Wyattle's supposed to be the Pokemon of death. Like, it's... I'm kind of curious, like, how this story is gonna be, because it's gonna be, like, apply from Y, or is it supposed to be apply from X? I haven't really quite understand the... I was so young, it's been so long ago since I actually have played Y. I know played X, by the way. But I do know that Yayato, they was wanting to, like, basically change the world, basically. This is not like any Team Galactic nonsense. No matter, like, Team Galactic was trying to make a whole new universe, basically. But we just get back into the story, actually. In the end, Leander made a truly false choice. He used to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know what the ultimate weapon which nearly burned the Colors region off the map? That weapon was AC's creation. You may only see AC as a kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home, but if he had never built something so horrifying as that ultimate weapon, then Leandre would have never been driven to such madness. And we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society outcasts. Was the ultimate weapon was best to help win the war with the Pokemon, basically? Yes, I do know that he did use it to resurrect Floriette. I actually thought he created it for a good cause, not for a bad cause. And now it appears AC is out to save Lumios, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond in such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you might not even believe a word that I said. That is why I invite you, Diligence, to witness the true yourself. How's that? The truth? You see. Open sesame. I bet that self has not been opened for years. Behold, the door lies the former Leandre's labs. It was a facility used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there that we learned AC's secrets for ourselves. That is where we learned of a teleport weapon that AC created. You must see the truth with your own eyes, if you are to truly understand how awful it is. Leandre's lab was designed to be a Leviathan, and a course plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. You might be down and before you might be done in before you ever get to see the truth for yourself. Leandre's Cafe is now a new travel spot, actually. Oh man, I'm just looking at this. It's like, man, it's actually bringing me like the old vibes, actually. If you guys know what I mean. Ah, teleporters. I figured enough time had passed for you to have gotten yourself in some trouble. Let me guess, you down in Leandre's labs? If so, there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? I do see it. You need to find the elevator key. There should be one lying around there somewhere. Got a teleporter, I'm assuming it's out of commission. Okay. Oh, hello, Houndoom. Got a wow Houndoom here. Well, why are you running, Houndoom? There you go. Ow, thank you for crunched me. Investigate. This route panel doesn't seem to be powered. You have to find the right power supply unit to get it up and running again. And we've got a tiny mushroom. Investigate. Look like there's a power supply here. Yes, let's pull the lever. You pulled down the lever and activated the power supply unit. That should power up the teleporters. Yes. The lights are back on, and nearby route panels should work now. Okay. Before we actually do take the route panels, actually, or the teleporters, I want to explore around the lab a little bit. Got an Ultra Ball here. Got a door here with a terminal. The door seems to be locked. The letter A is displayed on the console. Okay, the door seems to be locked. Okay, so we need to use the... Alright, so we need to basically need to take the panels on, basically. We do got a teleporter here. Let's use this one. See what this leads us to. Got a hidden item here. That is a Dawn Stone. Got a electric. We got a mantric. We just got a big hole here. Alright, so this is a dead end. I need to use you. Look behind us for any sneaky hidden items. But we got something shiny in the distance. What is that? Hello, Metric. Don't mind me. Lab keycard A. Okay, well, we find a keycard that can actually open up that door at the entrance. I know this is a bad Pokemon to use, but we're gonna use Water Skin and then we use Psychic. Got a TM here. Duck Post. Okay. Alright, let's make our way back over to the teleporter. Let's make our way back to the entrance, and we can actually open up this door here with the key card. You tap the keycard A against the panel. Nice. The door opened. Resins feathers. Definitely sell those. Got more panels here. Oop. Ah. Hello, Novain. Don't mind me. We are just trying to patch through. Sorry to bother you in your home. But we're going to try to catch you. I only got one Ultra Ball. And then I catch. That's fine. Got a calcium. Ooh, hold on. I didn't see we get any references here. Don't see anything. Got a Hound door. Which is a crunch. I was just Thunder Fang. Got a Houndoom. Let's use Dragon Claw Gotcha. Beautiful one-sided. Got a door here we could just... We need to unlock. The door seems to be locked. The letter B is displayed on the console. Okay, so we need to find another key card. Got a door there that is closed. We got a hidden item next to a tiny mushroom. Alright, that door is just locked permanently. No power switch. Pull the lever. The power's on. I'm surprised that Drusilla and Grissom did not want to come in. The Pie didn't want to. They had to deal with the trauma, or not really trauma, but they had to go through, or like their hard history they went through. Got a well candy. Okay. Alright, we got a key card here. Key card number B. Oh, it just took us up to the other side of that door, basically. Okay. That's literally what it just did. Thought I saw something over there, that's fine. Let's make our way back over to this room, and we get the key card for this door. Nice. Ooh, hello. Gotta build them. Hello. I feel like these guys are probably gonna be a pain in the butt to catch. Got a Meditane 2. Okay. Let's try flamethrower. Flammable. It's probably not gonna catch. Yeah. Don't really have anything. Try a Dutch ball. Nope. I'm probably gonna do the same method that I did for the Skarmory. Just spam Pokeballs till it catches. Now we use Air Slash. I'm trying to weaken it down just a little bit. Alright, let's wait till it cools down. It's like level 50. Come on, build 'em. Calm down. There you go. Well. I accidentally threw a second quick ball there. I would try a repeat ball. Come on. Try a timer ball. No. Okay. This must be the west area. There is a lot of beds here. Whenever we do get into Pokemon Y, everything kind of will like connect together. It's been like years since I had played Pokemon Y actually, so there's probably like some things I just don't even remember. It's yeah, this Bellum just being a pain in the butt. I don't really need to catch you at the moment, but we just go ahead and feign it. We can always come back to it. Ah, we're back here. Okay. Got a power switch there. Alright, there goes the electric. Got a max revive, got a tiny mushroom, we got another power supply here. Let's pull the lever. Maintained in Bellum's probably like the only Pokemon that is probably worth getting down here. Kind of what it looks like. Okay. Don't need the revives. Let's use a max potion on Charizard and same as Garchomp. Got a Mantric here. Alright, Gengar. Let's use Saddle Claw. Dark Post. Nice. We've got a panel here. Go down this direction and see if we can find anything. Got a max revive, got a experience candies, got a tiny mushroom. Okay. Let's take the teleporter. Got a nugget. I can definitely sell that. Got a Houndoom over there. Grab this item, that is a tiny mushroom. Oh, we get an Alpha Arbok. Hello. I think we already caught an Alpha Arbok, didn't we? I think we have. Alright. Gengar, let's use a Dark Post. Let's make Revolve. Let's get rid of these Ekans. Nice, nice. Let's use Ice Punch on the Ekans here. We got the Arbok on top of me. Dark Post. Saddle Claw. That's like level 60. Alright, nice. I actually thought it was frozen. That's why we use Dark Post. Let's use Ice Punch. Saddle Ball, Gengar. Nicely done. And Saddle Claw. And let's use an Ice Punch. 3 arrows. Caught a Alpha Arbok. I'm gonna check the box on that actually because I'm pretty sure we already caught an Alpha Arbok. I do have an Ekans. Arbok, Arbok, Arbok. You can be able to like just search just to like know that yeah, we got an Arbok like here. That is Alpha. It's actually lower. Let's actually release this one. We're gonna get the one we just caught actually because it's a lot higher. Gengar. We got a key card here. Keycard C. We didn't even find the door for it yet. Got a Monster Feather. We got a Zinc. There's a lot of medicine or chemicals down here. We already went through this teleporter, yes. Oh, there's a Houndoom. I think I'm good ninja. I ain't good ninja, but you just water skin. Nicely done. Ah, hello, Norround. You surf. I'm gonna use that dust ball on you. Okay, that's fine. Alright, nice. Norround has been caught. Catching a dragon type. Get that research done. Alright, here is the door for keycard C. Nice, nice. The door is opened. Ooh, we got an Alpha L slash coming in. We do need to heal. I do want this Alpha L slash. Got the Horn Edges too. An L slash floating in the way. It looks like you have to defeat it to continue ahead. Alright. I'm done with that. Got into a battle with a wild Pokemon. Can we catch it? Or is it part of the story? Got 4 ninjas we already gotten. That one's upset. Alright, the Foul Blast. Okay, we can't catch. Keen Sealed. Okay. I don't think we can actually catch these. Alright, let's make a Bob Charizard. Choose Fire Fang. And Flamethrower. Yeah, we just can't catch it. Part of the story. The pass is now clear. Any hidden items? Just the potion. Okay. Got a key card up ahead. The elevator key. Alright. Now we can make it all the way back over to the elevator. What's this? It's one of the standing stones that lines about 10 all of the way from the ruins of Joseph's town. These stones apparently have a mysterious matter. They usually emit energy, but when the ultimate weapon is activated, that reversed. They then begin to absorb energy from Pokemon attached to them. Ah. It's one of the towns where the ultimate weapon and everything went down and back in X and Y, actually. That's what that stone's from. If I remember, like... If I remembered, like, the, what was that town called? Joseph's town was... It's just like a little small town. Nothing crazy going at this small town, but it had like some stone ledges, basically, kind of like ruins, actually. And then it was right underneath this small town was the ultimate weapon. It was crazy to think about that, but yeah. We will get into that whenever we do get into why in the future. It probably sometime next year. Alright, we got the elevator key. Now let's activate the elevator. Which floor do I want to go? try basement floor 2. Alright, so we basically need to go to basement floor 3, but we're gonna go here and see if there's anything over here. And just a dead end with a experimentally large. Okay. Alright. 3 it is. Damn, it's dark in here. Yeah. I actually thought that Charizard's tail can probably lighten it up actually, but currently not. Turn the mechanical power back on and respond to your presence. Security tank element. Possession of all keycards had been confirmed, commending partner reboot of systems. System reboot, voice granted enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1, the device. File 2, the fuel. File 3, the legends. File 4, our cell dream. Which file would you like to review? The device. The device that grants life. This device was created 3,000 years ago in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokémon that had perished. We had found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth underneath Town. It has been very pursued. We believe we can have it operational with a little work. But we have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe ACs will still process it, since he was the machine creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. The fuel. The device that grants life, in fact grants the deceit, the life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because of the basic function of the device. It is to distill energy into the purest form they emit. That distill energy. The emits can take the form of convulsion, radiation, and conduction. Those life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that had lost its own, allowing it to be revived. What then could occur if were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? That was Vayata or Xonius, one of the two if you actually have played X and Y. The legends. Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon. Xonius, which dispenses life and rebirth, like I said earlier, and Yayato, dispenser of destruction and death. What the scary part is, in Yayato lore, every single time it flaps its wings, or it fly, like the path of its flight, everything that's Yayato actually flies over and dies. It's crazy work. The power to grant life, and the power to steal life. Those are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What could happen to the world if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? Are we going to be able to catch those two in this? Or get a chance to see them? I'm kind of low-key curious about that. Because if you guys do remember, back in Pokemon Sword, Yayato is like the one I really wanted the most. But no matter, I didn't have sealed. But I actually had to get contact with some people over on Reddit to do that. But The funny thing is, I don't really know what all of the legendaries that we can actually get in this game right now. I'm out guaranteed, probably Zygarde guaranteed, but still. Foul form, our Zelda dream. As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow, and that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be sold. When something cannot be sold, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or thief, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world toward a more beautiful future. Ooh, hello Zygarde. That means elves. Not that far from here. Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was. AC created that weapon. Then 1,000 years later, he almost made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. Hell, but how? Why are you here? Zygarde seems to wish that I come to this place. I have lost most of my memories, and yet this place goes bring back something. What I remembered most clearly is AZ. When I spoke with him 5 years ago, through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent. But I did learn of a device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on achieving both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device required a current Pokemon, one particular Floret. And there was no way to know where that Floret could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower device. But the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key of AC carried. And so I did. There was an explosion, I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Basically us back in X and Y. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried deep in the earth together with Team Flare's secret base. But you're still alive. But you right here. Zygarde saved me. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down. The deadly light of the ultimate weapon. I'm doing so Zygarde exhausts its own power. But at the weapon activation, the device in Prism Towers awaken as well, sensing danger. Now that it has become a threat to Luminios, it could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later that tower will enter a frenzy state similar to the Rogue Mega evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Floret. Yes, you need the Eternal Flower. And a trainer who can draw forth her full power. This is the truth I know. And now you have learned all that those young people waiting in Lysander Cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Gresham and with AC. Then do what must be done. We already know that the Floriette, that AZ that's been hanging around us the whole time, is the key. If you guys not got the points together, if you guys know what I mean. Did you see Leandre? I have. I made him inside. He's still down there. To think that he's still alive, and yet he doesn't seem to remember us and the slightness. How could he just forget? It's all because of him that's the rest of us. You're silly. There will be a time for such things later. In New Dilkins, you now know the truth of AZ's sins. And so I make this request of you. Get AZ's Floriette and give her to me. Why would I do a thing like that? What about what Floriette wants? Why would I do a thing like that? You must see it by now. With AZ's special Floriette, we could be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everything will learn points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower before going on a rampage. If we're able to achieve the kind of a beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can be the ones to protect Lumios, then people will finally see us differently. Do you understand? We want more children born to those who chose to join Team Flare, and that we too become perilled in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But we couldn't just leave Lumios. The city is our home too, and we love it as much as everyone else. The only reason Team Flare exists was to make Lumios better, to make all of Kalos better. At New Valley Cafe, we worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. And as we worked on, we also learned the voices of Lumios' people. We understand the city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else's. I feel like I just read that. Like, he literally just said it twice. So if you really do want to face me in battle, you need more just the challenger ticket. You need to get ready to hand over AZ's Floriette to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling my way up through the ZA Royale. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to sustain Prism Tower with AZ's Floriette. Go talk with the rest of Team MC and decide what it is you really thought to do. It's time they all learn of AZ's sins. Now, go back to Hotel C. Alright. I feel like this is not gonna go well. That's just me though. Just saying, it's definitely not gonna go well for us. I'm pretty sure it's just not gonna go well. AZ, we have a situation we need to talk about. You returned. I heard from Emma that leads you were following up on. I imagine you learned much of my tale by now, isn't that right? Oh, Dillikins, did you manage to find Gresham? Oh, I found him alright. He's the guy from the cafe. No kidding. I've been digging into the rumors about Gresham and Emma after our chat. Sounds like he's one phenomenal trainer. Plus, he's part of this group Team Flair Navarre, and he's been gathering all sorts of info about Lumios from customers at Navarre Cafe. Seems to know something real going on with Prism Tower. AZ, is there any chances you could tell us more about the tower given the situation? Yes, I also been thinking it is time I talk to you all about it. Come, we can speak on the roof. Dillikins, you know of the ultimate weapon, don't you? Yes, I know the truth now. I went to Little Andre's labs. Yes, I know the truth now. Then I shall tell you the terrible sins I have committed and my regrets. In the war that conquered 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokemon had their future stolen. People lost the everyday lives they known. And my Foliette was sent to the front lines, where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life, also that I could revive my beloved Foliette. I brought Foliette back to life. I got back what I loved most. We do know this if you had played X and Y. But my rage had not subsided. I could not forgive the word that I have heard the Pokemon that I loved. In my rage, I remade my device into the ultimate weapon. I put an end to the senseless conflict that could have taken everything from us by becoming destruction itself. That light fired from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens, then poured down, burning always all that rests upon the earth. But Foliette must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I have given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years. Seriously, for 3,000 whole years? During those long years, I aimless wandering, a man of great power asked me for my help, he said. He wanted a way to protect Kalos. At this, I thought to myself, I cannot make another device that would take from others. But perhaps I could make one that would sell the eternal life I had bestowed on Foliette. That is what Angel is. That is what is hidden deep within Prism Tower. It actually looks like the Alpha Tower. No matter the Prism Tower is supposed to be the Alpha Tower, this here looks the actual semblance of the Alpha Tower. I built Angel to give meaning to the eternal life I have buried Foliette with, Foliette with, It was, in one sense, my attempt to attune to Foliet for what I'd done. I dreamed for the day when I could use Angel after reuniting with Foliet at last. That day did not come to pass, but that was because we were living in a time of peace. But now, Angel, the tower is emitting an expensive amount of mega power, even without Mega Foliet present. This is only conjectured on my part, but I believe it may be related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. That Sakawoken Angel has caused the mega power contained within it to spill forth. It has led to this rampart of the Vogue Mega Evolution. The Pokemon suffer. The people come to harm. There is only one way to put an end to the pain of a Mega Evolution user. Must Mega Evolve Foliet. And together, reach a control panel within Angel. I never could imagine that you and Foliet had that kind of history. And a tower too. So we need the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk. I have a question. Why would Foliet be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they ain't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Foliet be able to evolve into Floret? My Foliet can't evolve. Perhaps because he is such a special Pokemon, having received the lives of so many others. Though that is only my conjecture, Foliet returning to my side again after 3,000 years was an act of forgiveness. But she likely to return to me so that I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to do battles as a trainer. I mean, yeah, I guess you might kick all these events into motion, AC, but I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this. That doesn't matter, AC still made this awful mess, and Team MZ is stuck cleaning it up. Navin? I appreciate that AZ is trying to right his wrongs, and I own him as much as many of us do. I don't want to be the bad guy anymore than the rest of you, but accountability matters. You do realize we might die trying to fix all of this, don't you? Navin is correct. And what he says? I continue to cause of your children nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I am truly sorry. I understand, AC. Just leave this to Team MZ. Diligence. It's up to us to keep the tower from going wild, and that means you got to beat Grissom. I will win for sure. Knew we could count on you, Diligence. We be the ones to stop the tower, not Grissom. And Team Flare. Navarre. Alright, it's time you to go challenge Grissom to a promotion match. Thank you. I will forgive me grateful for meeting you all, my dear Team MZ. Damn. That was crazy. Backstory. Actually. Really crazy. And that means I'm actually gonna go ahead and in this episode here, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you guys are liking the series so far, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, also ding on the bell. You get noise every single time I do upload a video. Got a promotion match I'm gonna do in the next episode. See you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.